And here we are with what looks like it's gonna be the last parts of me playing through this iteration of Shadow the Hedgehog, at least this time around. Knowing me, I'll probably be back here, one point or another. You can just call me Stend. And this time, we're gonna be doing the hero routes. Arguably saving the best for last, depending on how you look at it. I have a fairly decent idea as to which direction I'm gonna go through this time around, so, may as well get started. Do I want to... You know what? I kind of feel compelled not to skip the cutscenes this time around. I know this is probably gonna be the longest of these Shadow streams due to the fact that the last story is gonna be included in this as well, but... I guess since this is the last one, I suppose... calls for a little bit more gravitas. I mean, saying that, it feels as though I've said most of already of what I want to say about this game. Enjoy it, but definitely has a lot of flaws with the mission design and
why can't I remember
story structure. Basically, just fairly certain a lot of what you probably already heard a lot of people already say. How long? That's a good question, actually, because one playthrough usually takes like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, so 2.5 hours. Looking at if things go well.
Look how pathetic they are.
You gotta wonder if any of the the sort of ground-bound Black Arm soldiers take fall damage at all. I'm just imagining one of them just landing and instantly becoming road pizza, because I gotta say, just falling out of the sky like that, it's not... I should know, it's not exactly the best way to make an entrance, if you don't have any means of breaking your velocity. I mean, obviously they wouldn't show it in this game, but it's something which is...
Just what was that all about?
You can't tell but really think just... just a whole bunch of weird green and red alien jelly on the ground. Doesn't that look weird? Maybe that's what the red fruits are. They're just, the remains of all the Black Arm soldiers that, dug their own graves, as it were. Figure since this is the last time, we may as well go with majorly divulging routes this time around. For now, I'm just gonna go hero route, because that's what's expected since we're doing the hero routes. Hopefully your whole archipelago thing isn't completely shot. It has been interesting watching, for those of you who aren't aware, archipelago. As far as I'm aware, it's basically like multiplayer randomizer, basically, where you go for a game with a bunch of friends who go through other games and you essentially unlock items for all the other players who are participating, so most of the time you're just waiting on other people to get the stuff you need to progress. I mean, it's certainly a way of experiencing games you already experienced. Look out of here, Doom. I'm not dealing with you yet. But now I gotta listen to Ogilvy and shoot these bat things. I'm at least assuming these are supposed to be a hive mind, so I don't feel too bad about Sonic saying to just smash them up with no remorse. Because I don't know, Sonic, that still seems kind of messed up. Better when it's yeah. So I've heard at the very least. Because I don't know, I think I wouldn't mind trying that out at some point. I'll probably not exactly be won't exactly be the best performing archipelago run, but I figured it'd be neat to try it at least once. The only question is, what game would I want to play? Maybe Emerald? Just thinking a game that I have plenty of experience with. That seems like a good starting point. Because I think it mostly is best suited for RPGs as far as I'm aware. At least from what I've seen. Playing together, you're basically playing... Yeah. So it's like you really have to sort of set some time aside in order to do it with friends, in order to properly progress, because... Yeah, it sounds chaotic, but also kind of annoying if one of your friends is just asleep at the moment in their time zone, and just... They have that one item that you really, really need to progress. I don't know, it's something that I'd be interested in trying at least once. RPGs are adventure. Yeah. That's sort of what I figured. You know, let's take the APC. Let's take the APC. One more for the road. I think this is the last time we'll really be driving this around for a little bit. Because I really gotta think in terms of what Sonic games to stream next, because I think given... Again, it is the year of our Lord 2025. I do have a fair idea as to what I'm going to be streaming immediately after this. And as well as something else after that, considering it is the holiday season, the Christmas season. This is a Christmas household. Definitely looking forward to tomorrow, for various reasons. I mean, December's like my favorite month. So what's not to like? The lights, the music. I mean, obviously, if you work in retail, it's the worst month of the year. I understand that at much of the very least, but I don't. Whoa. I don't know, for some reason, this whole level really reminds me of Devil May Cry 2. Honestly, it is kind of a shame we don't get more stuff like Black Arm's tanks and whatnot, because I remember seeing that like Devil May Cry 2, and whilst they were annoying to fight from what I know, from what I've heard of, it's...
Black creatures.
Shadow, you're not allowed to say that, man. Yeah, just stuff like the big demon coming up the building like Perfect Chaos, or demon-infested tanks and helicopters, it's... I feel that would have been kind of cool to see in this game, because as far as I'm aware, there were tanks at least planned. There is a model of the tanks in one cutscene, so I'm just thinking, maybe a level where you fight tanks would have been pretty cool. Black Arms infested or no.
The black aliens have hit 6 major cities around the world, and every city is reporting significant damage and
casualties.
Among them, Westopolis is
Unlike in Station Square, people actually died in this game.
Downtown Westopolis has been almost completely destroyed.
Yep.
Unconfirmed sources
Good luck trying to justify to me that pretty much every single inhabitant of Westopolis made it out of there alive.
Troops now! And if you find Shadow with the black aliens, then kill them all.
But sir, isn't Shadow on our
I
side?
gave you an order, soldier. He's evil and he's the enemy. You can't fool me, Shadow. This time, you're mine.
Yeah, it really feels as though setting up the whole Gun Commanders plotline, you really want to go sort of dark route for Westopolis, then maybe go down to Prison Island, Mad Matrix,
Here to save you.
whichever one you prefer between Lost Impact and Space Gadget. Well, obviously Space Gadget in that sense, and then Cosmic Fall. At least that makes thematic sense to me, with regards to that, and just... Again, really feels as though Digital Circuit is sort of the canonical
Welcome to the next level.
level you're supposed to go to.
Get back here.
I feel I've already made enough jokes about how that's a reference to old Sega marketing. Part of me kind of wishes that something like that comes back, but knowing Flynn, he'll probably just go overboard with it, like, as usual. It's like, hey, remember from the Sega marketing, get on our level? It's like, yes, can you shut up, please, now? We get it. Sorry, buddy, I need your MP5. At least I think this is an MP5. You know, seeing how a lot of these weapons react to the shield, it really just sort of puts into perspective how kind of weak a lot of these weapons are. Or at least how strong the Gatling gun is, because it just shreds the shield like it's paper. Oh. I didn't realize there was a bar there for you to grab onto. It's like you were meant to do this. It's like you were meant to chase after the ship. And not have any guns in order to shoot it with. I can make this. Yep. As far as I'm aware, it really feels as though they were trying at the very least of this game to bring it more back in line with the classics, at least with how the spin dash works. But obviously, with how you move and how you brake, it's a little bit backwards compared to the classic games, where you just stop on a dime and yet how you move is super slippery as opposed to the other way around. Oh yes, poisonous. Another... quite a funny way of saying radioactive. Yeah, I'm just gonna get the minigun. This thing weighs more than my entire body weight. It costs 400... No, I've already made that joke. It costs 400,000 rings. You know, let's take the car. Let's take the convertible. Let's take... No idea what they modeled this particular car off of, but still think it's quite amusing that you could just casually cruise through in a convertible like this. It just really just goes to show just how super powerful the minigun is, just how it absolutely shreds the shields. It's kind of ridiculous. It's just... minigun's the best weapon in the game, what can I say? Outside of the shadow rifle.
Don't allow them to do what they want to anymore.
Nice.
Perfect.
Casual California driving. Yeah, pretty much. Though, surprisingly, this is less fiery than I would have anticipated. Even if the entire highway is just absolutely... I'm kind of surprised that this level didn't show up in any capacity in Shad Gen. I know a lot of people complained about the lack of any shadow levels in this game. I feel that, you know, there were plenty of good candidates. Prison Island, Sky Troops, Lethal Highway, Westopolis. As much as I hate to admit it, considering it's arguably the most iconic level in the game, considering how much you go through it.
I choose you, little piggy.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain Dante would just laugh this thing out the room. Yeah, I miss this version of Sonic, man. You know, he's more happy-go-lucky and quippy as opposed to, you know, just catchphrase, irony, borderline sociopathy, if the comics are anything to go by. Considering... I don't know, part of me really doesn't like the fact that everybody says that the comics are, or at least the IDW comics are canonical. Just due to a lot of the more odd writing choices. Like the whole thing about Sonic's supposed wanting everybody to live free thing, which I'm fairly certain is just a general misunderstanding of the character, though everybody in their auntie's already made that perfectly clear. This thing really gives you a whole bunch of hero gauge, doesn't it? I mean, I haven't really been paying much attention to IDW recently, so I'm not certain as to whether it's improved or not. Just, I don't know, just early IDW just sort of left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth with how Sonic was written. Like, especially that whole issue 50 speech, which I think everybody's already said their pieces on. Just kind of baffling to think that anybody would think that's something to idolize, in all honesty, as opposed to just, like, I wouldn't specifically mind Sonic's whole wanting everybody to live free shtick if it was actually challenged to see. It's like, because a lot of the stuff, especially with the metal virus, is set up in a way to make you think, maybe Sonic's actions were a little bit reprehensible here, but no, it just, the comics don't do that. They just continue to say, oh, he's in the right all the time, and everybody else who has legitimate concerns is in the wrong because Sonic's the main character.
Out of my way, alien monster.
Again, I'm fairly certain I've gone over this multiple times, but I do sort of get, on one hand, I sort of subscribe to the notion that mercy to the guilty is cruelty to the innocent. Bit of a harsh thing to go for, I know, but how it relates to the comics is just... Excuse me, just... It's like I get that they can't just straight up game-end Robotnik because he's like the main bad guy in all the games, and it's like he can't suddenly turn up just as a corpse in the latest game. That would just raise up a whole bunch of questions, so... I kind of prefer how the older games handle Robotnik, where it's less so, oh, Sonic just continues to let Robotnik live for some reason. It's more so, he ends up getting into these sort of situations where it's like, yeah, he probably should be dead, like the end of Sonic 2 where he's trapped on the exploding Death Egg, or stranded in space at the end of Sonic 3, getting flung into orbit by Perfect Chaos out of its exploding egg carrier in Adventure, etc. Just, and at the end he always survives because he's just that stubborn. I feel that's a good way of just... I feel that just sort of makes Robotnik a little bit more respectful. It's just like, oh, hold up. Where's that mother fluffing forth Chaos Emerald?
Isn't that
I feel just the whole thing about Robotnik just being too stubborn to die would make him a bit more of a credible villain, compared to just like, oh, he keeps losing but Sonic just lets him live anyway, which just makes him seem more pathetic and Sonic seem less heroic. Ironically enough, just constantly letting the villain live to do more villainous stuff, even though he's gonna get bodied almost immediately as a guarantee the next time he raises his head above the parapets. Alright, since we're here, it's time we actually obliged our favorite Scottish fox, because he's been here waiting for us to pick up all his rings for him. So I think it's time to oblige him at last. I mean, granted, Robotnik nowadays isn't exactly the most credible villain anyway, because he's a dad. It's like, sure, a lot of people do like the whole relationship between Robotnik and Sage, but at the same time, just sort of... How can he necessarily be a compelling villain if he's a caring, stay-at-home dad in his spare time? Just, it's one of those things that really sort of muddies the waters a little bit. I mean, granted, you could also ask that question of how he becomes a dad around rivals, where... I call him Robo-Robotnik, the other Robotnik who was in Rivals and Rush. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, we actually have a reason to do these target things now. We have the reason to shoot these. Shooting them gives you rings. As long as you shoot the red ones and not the purple ones with Robotnik's face. Also, yes, even nowadays, I'm just like, yeah, I'm still calling him Robotnik. That seems like a lot. A whopping 50 rings, I can go Super Saiyan for that much. No, I don't care about your gun geeks this time, Robotnik. I got places to be. But now I got to oblige my favorite, Scotsman. Yeah, thankfully you only lose 20 rings per hit in this game, which is nice. That's not Wii, Tails. You're supposed to say Wii according to the subtitles. Don't mind me, fellas, just out here grabbing rings. Okay, now we actually have a reason to use this as intended, I think. It's like, isn't this just a fun and memorable sequence where you have to shoot all these things at the circus whilst people are dying in their homes, being turned into alien food? Or whatever they're up to. Yeah, ironically enough, I don't think the turret is necessarily the best thing to do these sequences with, so, just gonna break this. Break. There we go. Give me my machine gun. Thankfully, there are a lot of means for you to get rings in here, so you don't necessarily have to worry. Good.
If you hit the middle of that device dead center with enough force, you'll get maximum height. If you can ring
I mean, I guess you could argue that Robotnik's not exactly been a compelling villain for the longest time, given how much he's been used. He's like the only villain in the series, it seems. It's like, I know they've made trade to make some more. Oh yeah. This always sort of confused me for a little bit. Just, for some reason, Tails feels compelled to call them mechs as opposed to, you know, robots or badniks or whatever. I want to go this way, Tails. I want to do the funny balance shooting thing. Oh. I see. Alright now. No. Okay, so I could still punch these things with my bare hands.
Almost there. There's just a few more.
Okay, so I think that whole area is supposed to basically trivialize the ring collecting business. Which, you know, I'm fine with.
There's another shooting gallery board.
Yeah, it's one of those things where part of me does kind of wish the series had new villains, but from what I've seen, a lot of the new villains are sort of underwhelming. It's like stuff like, you know, Clutch and Starline in the comics, where yeah, they are technically bad guys, but they're not exactly the most interesting. It's just it kind of sucks in that regard.
That turret is so cool. I've never seen a vulcanized ceramic used for this sort of thing before.
Ah, Tails is a gun nut as well. Who would have thunk it? The Tails is really big into his guns. I mean, I guess that he had to have a whole bunch of good taste in order to pick out whatever munitions he was going to put in the tornado. And like, well, I win anyway. I got all the rings.
Sorry, Doctor. I got no time for games.
He's doing the double peace sign, which I'm sure looks innocent enough here, but man.
Perfect.
No comment. I'll just say that much. No comment. Anyways, it's time to go on to a level we haven't seen before. Definitely practices the Second Amendment. Ah, yes. The right to bear arms made out of bear arms. It's kind of messed up in that way. He just tore arms off a bear.
Successfully been driven out of Westopolis. We've contained them in the forest, and they're completely cut off from the rest of their support.
Well done, Captain. What about Shadow?
Sir, we think Shadow escaped into the forest with the
Well, that's one way of putting it, as opposed to just running after them.
In Sector B, I'm authorizing full use of all tactical weapons. I want both Black Aliens and Shadow stopped.
So,
Failure.
I do got a question when it comes to the Black Arms. It's like, when does the Geneva Convention come off the table? It's like, surely at the end of Gun Fortress, where it's just like, yeah, we're basically at our last stand here, we're at our wit's end. Maybe at that point the Geneva Convention becomes a Geneva Suggestion? I mean, obviously not here, where for some reason Or just helping Tails collect rings in a completely unrelated fashion means that the humanity is winning against the Black Arms in this whole situation.
Hey, Shadow. Gun has driven the Black Aliens into this jungle. Do you want to join me and help your gun around it?
Yeah, sorry, Rouge, but the way we're going, I don't want to go to Lost Impact again, so, sorry. Sorry, I just need to go this way. Surface operations, huh? What do you mean by that? Well, obviously, since we're doing the Dark Mission, we have to suddenly decide to turn against the Hummans. Because apparently we have no more recourse whatsoever. It's like 1 minute we could be absolutely pro-humanity trying to save them from the Black Arms Menace, and then completely flip the next minute. It's kind of messed up that way. Ah yes, alter the plant life to recreate rubber fruit. Rubber Fruit Team Fortress 2. Yes, I know. So yeah, Death Ruins. I think this was another level which was showcased in, like the E3 footage. I think this is one of the more earlier showcased levels alongside, you know, Westopolis, Central City, I think. I'm trying, alright? It's like your little babies aren't exactly making this easy for me. What is Attack Plan A? I'm curious now. It's like, oh yeah, I think this is one of the few levels where the gun soldiers actually have shields. Well, game with all the different powers make Shadow looks like he has the most chronic case of bipolar. Yeah. Part of me does kind of wish that you were sort of locked into a route sort of partway through just to sort of avoid this sort of situation. I know that probably wouldn't exactly have been yeah, part of me kind of feels that would have been a little bit less fun, but just for the sake of consistency and whatnot, it's something I would definitely prefer. You know, just sort of to have a more cohesive story to go along with the levels. Yeah, sure, we'll take the bazooka. We'll take the... Yeah, I don't really like the term bazooka, in all honesty. Just call it a rocket launcher, just a rocket. It shoots rocket-propelled projectiles, so no point not calling it a rocket, I'd say. Yeah, kind of crazy that you can just do a skip like that. You know, weirdly enough, I think this is one of the shorter levels in the game. It's like, it's only been 3 minutes, and there's the goal ring already. We've already won. You mean the exits? Whatever. We've gotten out.
They're my only clue to finding out the truth, and I won't let these humans get in my way. Perfect. Smooth, like a good coffee. Oh yes, time for arguably the most confusing cutscene in the game. Having a little trouble with those gun agents, are we?
It's like, what exactly is Shadow's motivation here?
What a pitiful...
And...
What'd you say?
We're not here to exterminate these poor...
I don't know, part of me kind of feels this is just a case of bad translation.
What? What is he talking about?
What are you saying?
All will be revealed. You've reached your daily allowance.
Tomorrow?
Shadow, you should rest. You need to be ready for tomorrow's...
Ah yes, that's an interesting way of making me rest, putting me in a dirt nap. In a rematch against this fugly thing. Again, no idea what was supposed to be conveyed with that particular cutscene. Feels like they were just trying to sort of foreshadow elements of the last story there, but Again, not exactly done in the most clear, concise manner. Also doesn't help that Shadow doesn't necessarily have a concrete character. It's like you'd think him being like true hero at this point, he'd be like, yeah, I don't exactly appreciate of what you've been doing to the humans. It's like I already said I didn't care for them, but still. It seems a lot of people who already know who I am seem to like the humans, so maybe I should help them. Yeah, something definitely got lost in translation. It certainly feels that way. Oh yes, other kinds of attacks, like hanging in the air and just... Yeah. Arguably one of the easier bosses in the game, just in general, this one. Easier than Eggbreaker.
There's no way you can stop me.
Oof.
Perfect.
I feel next time round I should probably also showcase the previously ons, because I keep forgetting to do that. Anyways, here we are in good old Iron Jungle. Again, 60% of the time we end up here at this point in the story. Somehow, some way. Yo, Shadow! I know, I do kind of miss Sonic just greeting everyone with like, yo! From, as in Japanese, he usually does that. It's just a little quirk which I think is kind of endearing. You know, it's like when Goku does it.
Next stop, the Ark.
Alright, it's time to go up to space, which... At this point, you have, like... a 40% chance of this happening. In theory, at the very least. Again, this cutscene seems more like the true hero route to me.
Colony. Ark.
Whereas remembering when he was a hero.
So familiar. But why? This is where I...
So many jokes about being on the moon. I don't get them.
died?
I need a quiet moment to reflect on this revelation.
Yeah, bring it on. Looks like the party's getting started. Time to rock and roll.
And thus Sonic proved himself to be quite the insensitive prick at times. Whatever, it's time for an actual fun level. I mean, the levels we've been through so far have definitely been quite fun, just still feel like this is a little bit of a highlight to me. Maybe it's just the presentation. Because, you know, I'm kind of nostalgic for Adventure 2, so obviously this will affect me. We have 5 minutes to get to the goal ring. This may take a couple of tries, because I don't 100% remember a lot of the layout for this level.
About time you should.
No, I'm not interested in your Doom. I need to beat Sonic to the Emerald, even though we're on the same side. For some reason, this takes priority. Like, it really is just an ego thing, I guess. I mean, I definitely will say the whole changing gravity thing, even though it's basically just taken from Crazy Gadget, I feel it's implemented here a lot better. Where there's no clunky messing around with switches or gravity barrels, it's just... Ah yes, a long time. It's been like, what, 5 minutes? Considering apparently the entire series takes place over a year. I don't get that. I don't buy that, Flynn, not for 1 second. No, I don't. Got places to be. No idea why I keep landing backwards on there. Whatever, here we are. Kind of feel those would have been pretty cool to mess around with in Adventure 2 as well, just those zip lines. Also nice that Sonic isn't here just to explain how the level works via telepathy. It's like, nope, it's just you and your own Shadow.
Dark's power plant.
Really feel as though I gotta, I really gotta, sort of brush up on my Sonic impression, because I do like doing it, it's just, it's been a little bit. This definitely isn't something that's stress-inducing, just constantly waiting for platforms with a time limit. Hurry up! That's a funny way of saying down game. Ah, I didn't actually realize there was a homing attack chain here. Whatever. I think, oh, we get to do the funny here, where just jump off and... Yeah, you just skipped all the way to the end of the level there. Sorry about that.
Sonic. Now I remember. That day.
Yeah, that skip just sort of trivializes this whole mission, meaning if you want to go to Cosmic Fall, you're gonna have to, like, wait there for, like, 2 whole minutes in order for Sonic to get the emerald before you, even though you get it anyway. It's kind of confusing. Really feels as though they want you to go through the neutral route here. Or the hero route. And all of a sudden, flashback to Maria dying. Obviously, this is supposed to be following off from Lost Impact.
I need your help. Everyone's fate depends on you.
Maria!
Looks like it got completely pit crushed. So yeah, between Lost Impact and the Doom, I kind of like the fact that you don't actually get a conclusive explanation of what happened on the Ark. It's just going by Shadow's vague memories of an artificial chaos outbreak and Black Doom's fabricated vision of a gun raid. So, as far as we know, and I do kind of like this whole thing, Maria's death could have legitimately been an accident. She legitimately could have just been killed in an outbreak of perfect chaos, and the blame was just shifted to Shadow, because scapegoat. I mean, obviously that's a plotline they're never going to actually follow up on, but it's one which I kind of like, and really sort of I feel, maybe it's just me being pretentious, but I feel it really sort of feeds a little bit into Gerald's character, knowing just his whole thing is just based on grief. Maybe it's a little weaker, I don't know. Whatever. Time for another one of my favorite levels in the game. Just music-wise and, design-wise, actually. This is another one of those levels which I feel really does the whole morality choice affecting the levels mechanic thing quite well. Also, yeah, the music is definitely funky. So, with, the pure hero route, it's basically just a simple matter of getting to the end of the level, but since we've been encountering Sonic a lot on this one, and knowing how, you know, the last stream went... Oh. Wait, you can actually just block shots with your massive... with your massive hammer. I think this is the first time we're actually seeing this massive hammer. Let me have a look at it. Let me have a look at this hammer. Yes! It's the sort of thing to make Amy jealous. Even though for all intents and purposes it is basically just a reskinned sword. Whatever, it looks cool though. Kind of wish that this was similar to the gravity hammer where it has a shockwave effect, but whatever. Decent amount of damage at the very least. Obviously, you get to hear a lot more of Sonic's wacky wahoo time, which is obviously still appreciated. And, oh yeah, it's these guys again. It's these guys with the disappearing lasers. I think these are another one of the best level weapons in the game. It's a shame that they're only limited to the Black Comet, where it's like super fast projectiles, super high damage. It's just nice. Also, fairly nice feedback on them as well. Oh yeah, I think, big level gimmick compared to Black Comets. the suck gun. It basically works the same as the egg vacuum where you get to suck up enemies. And you just use them to pull open these walls so you can progress. But I think for what we're doing, I don't think I want to shoot up too many aliens, unfortunately. Sorry, Sonic, we're just progressing as normal. Just progressing, because, yeah. Oh yeah, somehow. That's somehow just being Sonic ramming the tornado directly into it. Yeah. So, main gimmick here, these shields. They block off your means to progress, so you have to instead take this flying route in order to proceed. It's another thing about your choices in the level actually influencing how you play it, and I really wish that more levels did this. There's like main ones that do it as far as I'm aware. They're like Cosmic Fall. No, not Cosmic Fall. Lava Shelter, Gun Fortress, and this. Also, not entirely certain what that noise is. Not sure I like it. Okay, let's see where we end up. Okay. Of course, the paths tend to converge in areas like this, so you get to see this, the big set pieces again. I do kind of like how this place looks, though. You know, it's fairly more bright compared to Black Comet, but at the same time, really just sort of get sort of early 2000s MMO aesthetic from this. I mean, hopefully that makes sense. Not sure how these guys have just lasers like in There we go. So yeah, just doing the Dark mission, it basically turns it into a flying level. But you know, it's kind of neat. We don't tend to get much dedicated flying levels in this game. I guess maybe Sky Troops, Glyphic Canyon. I mean, obviously it's the Ark as well. I think that's the main one, which is just flying level. Yep, just gotta push the button in order to go, as far as I'm aware. Oh, multiple switches by the looks of it. Alright, time to go. Part of me kind of feels that this is probably going to be one of those missions where it's kind of impossible to get an A rank on it just by how easy it is to unlock hero points in this level. I need to proceed, Black Doom. I need to proceed. Oh. Yeah, I need to proceed without... Now let's try these out. Let's try these funky-looking things out. I don't think these are lasers. They're just, a different version of the standard machine gun, basically. Let's see what this does. Let's see what's out behind this door. Yeah, they are kind of, well built back there, aren't they? Okay, so it's just a turret. Ah, yes, I'm absorbing some of the red liquid. Imagine if, yeah, it really is just shooting stuff, isn't it? Alright. Yeah, you're gonna have to kill him in order to spawn these rings. Let's see what's over here. Anything over here? Nah, just, another get in. Get in what? You can really pick up some speed on one of these, can't you? Wait. It's like already this level is like twice as long as Death Ruins. It's crazy just how short that level is compared to so many others in this game. Alright, we're almost there. Just, I think the last shield is just, basically right at the very end, so... Okay, I think you just go through this particular segment on foot normally, don't you? Oh, just had to wait for the whole level to pop in. Again, really wish that Final Haunt was one of the multiplayer levels. It is just such a distinct and cool looking area. Definitely has become one of my favorite levels in the game. And just like that, we're basically here, and yeah, by activating all the shields, you basically just put up all these walls right at the end there. There's the gold ring and there's Black Doom. Putting up all those shields just, yes, makes him invincible by just putting like a whole bunch of windows in front of him. It's kind of funny, even though it is kind of neat that they all have like the tribal tattoo on them. Basically makes it so you can't complete the hero mission by accident if you go this route, which is a neat little touch. Okay, let's see. Did I get an E rank?
Not allow anyone to set their hand on Black Doom.
Ah yes, just turning heel right at the last moment. Yay, E rank. It's like you can't kill any Black Arm soldiers throughout this whole level. Whatever, it's time for Diablon again. My least favorite boss.
Shadow, why are you siding with those black
I'm not.
creatures?
Siding with them? You're joking, right? I'm just siding with whoever goes up against you.
Yeah, it's like after all this time, it's like, the one thing I've come to learn, Sonic, is that I must defeat you. Even though I've been with you every step of the way, now that I know, it's just like, I'm gonna beat you to a pulp. You specifically, Sonic, you have to be... I'm gonna have to beat you up now. Let me just see, are there actually any weapons in this version of the fight? I could have sworn there were. Yeah, I think, Sonic, do you mind? I'm trying to get a gun. Here we are. Yeah, I think this version of the level boss fight has the least weapons in it. Funnily enough, just, again, definitely least favorite version of this boss. Yeah, not gonna waste perfectly good ammunition on you, at least not now. I gotta charge up as well, don't you know? I gotta get my Uber. Yes. Still do find it kind of funny, actually, that this implies that the gun commander was just sort of, like, stuck in the cargo hold. It was just, like, in the back of the spaceship they all came in from. It's just like, yeah, I'm just here just just in case with this experimental weapon which wasn't ready yet. We're bringing it along anyway. I mean, back when I first played, this was my first instance of fighting this boss fight, so I had no idea as to the context of what Diablon was. I just figured that the spaceship we came in on basically just became a transformer, and that wasn't Tails in it for some reason. You know, considering you can see the Cyclone bolted to the front of it, just makes sense. Hold still, you devil! I mean, you could just stop by, okay, there you go. Again, Sonic is somehow unaffected by this antimatter cannon, which... It sounds cool, but what does it even do? Does it just, considering it's antimatter, the floor looks perfectly intact? Like, maybe it was the particle beam cannon from the Hedgehog, then maybe? Like, it sounds cool, but it doesn't really make that much sense. Like a lot of things in this game. Okay, now we're good. That's it, just bobble your head up and down. There we go, that's Diablo. The last time we have to fight this guy and Sonic is just standing there. It's like, alright Sonic, now we can settle this for real now that the distraction's out of the way. Well, you know, we could just end the fight here. Do or die! It really feels like something out of like a 60s comic book. Like, something you'd hear in like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. It's do or die, Sonic! Ah yes, this heroic music as we stand over Sonic's crumpled up body. It's like, yes! I defeated the main character, I am the hero now! If the whole thing about me having my own brand is anything to go by, I have finally broken free from Sonic and become my own person. With my own brand and my own fans. My own extremely weird fans.
I didn't think you had it in ya. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, and now I am the most powerful hedgehog in the world.
Yep, that's his whole takeaway from this.
Invincible. I am the ultimate hedgehog. This is who I am.
Okay, good for you, Shadow, but we still have Alien Overlord to take care of. Now we've had this whole measuring contest of yours, you wanna deal with that real quick? Well, at the very least we get the best version of the best, arguably the best song for the credits in this whole game. The version of All Hail Shadow, which everybody seems to forget about. Which is a shame, because it is still quite the banger. Like, listen to that guitar, oh! Oh, so nice. Suffer long and it will set you free. Only through triumph do we find the strength we need. It's never over, just another day of open tragedies and everything that comes our way. Determination of the strong found the meaning that we've searched for so long. Like this ending quite. Oh, of course you'd like it. Just him asserting dominance over Sonic. Just T-posing over him. It's like, that's all this ending really, just all this ending really sort of amounts to just, ah yes, I'm going to T-pose over Sonic. Should've got that big smile glazing himself. Still find it funny, it's just like Sonic's lying there while Shadow's just building himself up as this ultimate hedgehog. He's like, I mean, yeah, but we still have Black Doom to take care of. Are we gonna take care of that at any point, Shadow? It's like, no. Prefer this version. Oh, of course you prefer this version. Knowing you. Shadow's Strongest Soldier, I guess. Favorite credit song, Waking Up. Yeah, I like that one too, but honestly, out of all of them, I would definitely have to say this is the best one. There are quite a few I do like which went unused, like obviously mentioned Broken and All of Me, but I also quite like Who I Am, the original theme for this game, before I Am All of Me was put in the game. It's also funny as well, because as far as I'm aware, the opening cinematic to this was originally supposed to be put over Who I Am, but then that was changed to the sort of 2005 music video-esque version for I Am. Generally it feels like there's just a whole bunch of content which was cut from this game, which I would have generally have liked to have said. That and, you know, movement and physics more in line with the classic games. No ending of this. Really? Even the semi-dark Hero, where Shadow's just like, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go off and do my own thing, I guess. God, no. This is like a complete waste of my time. Bye. Or the whole... Shadow being like, you know, I'm just gonna conquer the universe now. Even though, you know, betraying Black Doom at the last second, maybe having some remorse. Nah, I'm just gonna take over the whole universe. Oh yes, all the routes. Most of them are incomprehensible. You know, let's just quickly see which one I got. I think it's down near the bottom here. Tear-soaked hometown. Self-imposed seal. Sparks on the horizon. I think that's the one we got. Which, use for a saved life. Coffin of memories. Pretense in the mirror. Alright, now with that done, let's go on to True Hero. Technically speaking, we're gonna go a different route. We're not gonna go Pure Hero, because I don't want to do Lost Impact. Ah, finally, this is the last time I have to stand on this stupid hill until the game gets turned on again. It'll be #1 Sonic song, and I heard hearing it, this job trailer made me...
Why does that name haunt me?
Who I am.
It's the only thing I can remember. And that gruesome...
I mean, yeah, I do still have a lot of fond memories and feelings for I Am All of Me, but... Maybe just me, but I do definitely think I prefer Who I Am, to the point where I kind of wish that it was brought back for Shadgen, as opposed to just having the final fight theme just being all Hell Shadow again.
Who is this Maria?
Especially just in that moment of Shadow going up against Black Doom, it feels like the lyrics at the very least just feel a lot more meaningful, as opposed to just the lyrics just glossing up Shadow a lot more. I am all of me in the pump... Yes, the pump action MP5, which we haven't seen so far.
Look how pathetic they are. I don't have time for these humans.
Yeah, you know the drill by now, Shadow. Get the Chaos Emeralds, shoot the Hummins. Just don't... Just don't do the hero route again, please. Please.
Who are you, and how do you know I'm Shadow? And what are you talking about?
Okay, I'm out. Again, this could all have been avoided if someone just spent 5 minutes to explain stuff to Shadow.
If he says he knows the truth about
So I didn't have to run around with his bipolar disorder and try and figure things out for himself. There's no shame in asking for help, you know. Good ambition. I mean, good luck with that, I suppose. I mean, I probably won't be around to enjoy it. Oh yes, and this is also the last time we get to go through this level as well. Hurrah! Even though promise times weren't exactly mentioned in the opening cutscene, so I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Whoa! I don't know, that's sort of, I don't think I've seen that happen before. Whatever. Yeah, we've already been through this whole thing, Sonic. Still not over me trying to assert my dominance over you, so, I am the ultimate Hedgehog. Alright. I think that's also going to be one of the last times I make that joke as well. Maybe. Now this theme song looks much better. Yeah. I mean, I also quite like Throw It All Away, but that one's more so one which only really makes sense within the context of Sonic Adventure 2. In all of Shadow's nihilism and just wanting to end humanity because of Gerald's programming or whatever. I kinda wonder what the caliber on these pistols is, just to be able to knock a grown man on his back like that. And I mean, the pistols at least look like a deagle, so maybe? Don't mind me, Sonic. Just going to be evil for once, because I think this time around we're gonna go what is arguably for me the canonical route, question mark, question mark. Whatever, we'll see. There's one particular route which I want to go for this time around, and doing True Hero seems like the perfect opportunity for me to do so. Ah, so they're basically flags. Ah, yes. That definitely doesn't seem like Helsinki Syndrome to me, having to play for this level endless amounts of times. I mean, at the very least, playing through it normally, it is short. It's mercifully short. Possibly about as short as Death Ruins on a good day. Hey, Sonic has mine to abuse with my firepower, not you. Ah yes, because we can't say the hell word in this game, even though I'm fairly certain one of the cutscenes Shadow actually does say hell, at least was planned to. Yeah, basically, as far as I'm aware, this game was actually censored. Because I remember seeing, like, was that Gun Soldier T-posing? He looked like he was T-posing. But yeah, in the opening cutscene for the Doom, I think originally, at the start, Shadow was supposed to be like, what the hell is going on with me? As opposed to just, what's going on with me? I mean, it's just a minor thing, but I think just those explicitives really, really where they're just like, we gotta get that damn PG rating somehow. I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that the stigma has sort of been lifted thanks to the IDW comics with Silver saying the crap word. But honestly, I don't really mind hearing a lot of these explicitives. Just hearing them just sort of being nerfed near just sort of makes it seem a little bit more forced. Like, I mean, I do it a lot of the time, but it's more so just for YouTube's sake.
Anybody who gets in my way is
Funny that what the hell would have been censored, but him saying damn. Oh yeah, for some reason the dams weren't censored at all. It's just like the old Ninja Turtles movie with Jim Henson.
perfect.
Ninja kept the damn rabbit! It's like for some reason they felt they need to just say damn constantly in that, as far as I'm aware. I should probably go see that again, actually. It does look pretty cool.
The black aliens have hit 6
Oh yes, now we have a version of this cutscene that makes sense, because I'm currently a menace. Stoppless is okay, this song is nice, the looks of it is cool, the car, the guns, goes... Do you like the APC? I'll just say that. I feel I would like Westopolis a little bit more if you had access to the minigun. The minigun is my favorite weapon in this game, and the lack of a minigun just sort of brings it down a little bit for me. It's like Lethal Highway has miniguns. Well, it would have been better if Shadow the Hedgehog... No, there was no way this game was going to be M-rated. T maybe, but... I think it may just be me, but I feel that E10 would be the ideal rating for Sonic games, but obviously that's not going to happen anytime soon, because the movies have ensured us that all these games have to be marketable. For all the little kiddies who have grown up with the movies, so they're going to be a little bit older now. It's like I've heard a lot of the rumors about Sonic 4/CD being a lot more mature, which just makes me think of just like going from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, that sort of transition where it's just... It starts off all funny and whimsical, and then by the end it's all dark and grey and full of murder and death. I don't think 4/CD is gonna go that road quite as hard, but I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing that sort of thing, to be honest.
But you will in time.
It's just the thing that springs to mind when I think more mature themes.
Go and access
And
the United Federation.
having a franchise and its movie installments grow up with the audience watching it. Maybe it's just I also grew up with the Harry Potter movies, but that's just the first thing that came to mind. Anyways. So one more time, everybody. My name is Shadow, and I can't escape the digital circuit.
What is this sensation? I feel weightless atop this light. I see. I can get
That's long.
which way this leads.
Ah yes, so that means if you're shooting bullets, then what are you? If you're smiling whilst shooting the bullets, then what are you doing whilst using the vacuum guns? That's what I want to know. Do the sook guns put a frown on your face if that's the case? Also, while we're here, have fun justifying the Doom and Lost Impact to me. Please. It's still gonna be a little bit, so my ears are open. I'm all ears, as they say. Badum-tish. It's kind of hard not to interfere with them when they keep getting in my way. Whatever. We're gonna go and destroy the CIA's mainframe. Also, Beezy, I think you may be a wee bit behind on the stream, given your reactions. I'm just thinking, considering I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2 at the moment as well, I am also looking forward to a certain world which I'm going to be coming up to soon based on this. Just, I may as well just be the one to say this, but I was one of those kids that actually grew up watching Tron. We had it on DVD, and needless to say, with me growing up with stuff like Mega Man, the Mega Man Battle Network anime, yes, there was one of those. Needless to say, these sort of digital cyberspace stuff sort of clicks with me a fair bit. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the aesthetic. I like the idea of a world inside the computer, even if nowadays it's probably just a nightmare to traverse and live in. Gonna be honest, it's like they even they just have the Tron sound effects in this game with the worm shooting sound effect. That's like a neuron activation sound effect for me, to be perfectly honest. Just that de-resing sound effect. Alright. You'll probably miss out on me talking about Tron, but whatever. Oh, the rocket launches are what makes you... Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, because really only relying on splash damage. Splashdown really is just the only way those rocket launchers can really only be good. In which case, I really do like the tank gun. The tank gun is one of those things where just throwing around such wanton destruction. I'll give you that, it does put a smile on my face. It's like, there's a lot about this game I do like, and there's a lot about this game which I wish was just better. I think that's just a reasonable stance to have. Because honestly, despite me just going through a lot of the same levels over and over again, I have mostly been enjoying my time with this game. It's like if there ever was a reason for me to go back and like if I was forced for some reason to go back and play this game on a regular basis, I wouldn't be too opposed actually. Because whilst I do still have my own personal preferences for what I'd like to personally see in a Sonic game, what we have here, I am 100% fine with. Alright, time to leave behind the Lemon Jolly Rancher. Yes, I know a lot of people have a lot of other things they wish to call the Yellow Chaos Emerald, but I'm not going to do that this time around. I'm not going to call it the P-Stone. I don't like the flashback stage. I'm not a fan of the stage that feel open-ended. I'm guessing stuff like Central City in that case. Because I feel I'm more sort of in the case of stuff like Central City. I think it's fine, mostly just because I know what direction I need to go in order to proceed, but for someone coming in as a first-time player, yeah, just... that level does kind of suck. But to be perfectly honest, I feel it's kind of unanimous for the most part, which are considered like the bad levels. Like Doom, Lost Impact, Central City, Mad Matrix to an extent. It's like, I feel the hero routes in Mad Matrix and the neutral route are fine, it's just the Dark Mission, which actively gives me a migraine, as I previously mentioned. Maybe it's just because of all the bright colors in that level, but just trying to detonate all those bombs, just... I can never do it. And I have no desire to do it. I'm just thinking the textures on these cubes here look surprisingly clean. It's like for a 2005 game, especially with how a lot of the environmental textures look, that's kind of surprising to me. There we go. Also, this is my own taste. We'll find Shadow the Hedgehog is a game you can always replay because of different...
Whatever happens
Yeah.
to the humans is
I suppose it is just one of those games which you can just come back and replay whatever you want. Just don't try and get all the endings on your own if you really... if you value your sanity. Rouge likes it. Well, that's not exactly too surprising, gonna be perfectly honest, and... oh hey, it's time for a version of this cutscene which actually makes sense with the whole CIA mainframe thing. Because we did it.
Mr. President, we've received a report from the Central Information Agency. Our ground troops have successfully
Yep,
pushed
the CIA is canonical to the Sonic series, apparently.
also managed to suppress enemy
Even though, again, the White House is in California, so everybody's royally boned.
has been compromised. We're investigating the incident now. It is a strong possibility that
Oh yes, apparently, these aliens which have wholly organic weaponry and technology somehow were able to break into the CIA mainframe with their lead hacksaw skills.
This planet was once safe from tyranny.
Sounds like a very classification for a kind of Sonic OC Rouge-like. I mean, that's basically all my characters, to be honest. Oh, why you love roguelikes. Gotcha, gotcha.
Our world against these invaders.
This guy in his frame pictures on... Yeah, again, I've already said this multiple times. I do wish this was legitimate. That was legitimately in the White House. So it's like, whoever president is in office at the time could just look at that and just like, what would Sonic and Shadow do in this situation?
where am I?
And it's probably a stupid way of going about it, but I do kind of love it, though.
Eggman? Maybe he can tell me about those black creatures.
Oh yes, in the exact same computer room which the Chaotix would later end up in. It's kind of funny that way. It's just... he just casually ends up just passing Espio and Vector out on the way over. It's like, hey Shadow, what are you up to? What are you doing in the computer room? I have no idea how I managed to get there. Anyways, I'm off to go into a crazy crypto castle. Alright, since we're here, since we're doing the hero route, this is like the last stop we can go to on the dark route before we're locked out of the hero route entirely, so... it's time to go save some bunnies. Figured I may as well save this for last. Yoink. Yeah. Again, of all the levels in this game, this is another one of the ones that I do quite like. Really feels as though it does the whole routes dictating how you play the level thing quite well. I mean, obviously not to the same extent as Final Haunt or Lava Shelter, but still quite nice in how it does it. Where it's just doing the dark objective just opens up new areas for you to go through. Anyways, it's time to go and rescue the bunnies alongside Amelia from HR before she ended up getting indoctrinated into HR. Are you trying to say Robotnik isn't a bad guy? course, Amy's trying to get on the ground level of Crypto Castle. Oh boy. You're not Amy. Has Amy just been in my head this whole time?
Hey, hold up! I think I can hear Cream's voice.
Oh yes. Somehow she just ended up behind this wall for some reason. Bunny, 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 bunny. Will do. See you later. Also, yeah, I think that's like the only time Cream appears in the entire game. It's like if you want to see Bunny in this game, you have to do this mission specifically. She is a mission objective and not a character you interact with outside of it.
Pull down on the control stick to fly up and push up to fly
We've got this place is Robotnik's castle, and this defense system is powering lighting torchlights going through a wizard phase. It's like, ah yes, he somehow managed to get the funds to buy Hogwarts. Again, Robotnik somehow has infinite funds in order to make all his robots and spaceships and whatnot, so why not just buy out Hogwarts and turn it into his pimpin' castle fortress? Like, screw all the wizard history. I got to make room for all my Jack Skellington balloons and egg pawns. Yeah, again, these balloons just really remind me of Jack Skellington. Yeah, needless to say, I think modern-day Amy wouldn't have this reaction to all these freaky-looking alien spawns. She'd probably just crush one under her foot and then just say, girls get it done, knowing her. Yes. Let's go down here this time around. It's like some kind of haunted mansion. Ooh, shield, nice. Also quite like these spider decorations on the wall. It's just, again, just appropriately spooky. Yeah, let's take the Yamato. Let's do it. Let's do it, Dante. Lisa, yeah. Arguably, in terms of, ooh, I hear door open. Yeah, in terms of the English Sonic voice cast, Lisa is definitely my favorite Amy pick, to be perfectly honest. Just sort of has that sort of bubbly energy I expect, and also sounds like the sort who wouldn't be afraid to completely demolish you with her hammer, which...
There must be something good in here if someone went through the trouble of hiding.
I mean, maybe it's just me, but I definitely do prefer the whole sort of Tinkerton aspect to Amy, where she's just, under normal circumstances, just more traditionally feminine ditzy girl who will just occasionally just pull out a massive hammer and crush you with it. Just funny little pink gremlin with pink hammer. It's just what's not to like.
There's another stone lantern.
Oh. Sorry, Amy. Just gonna have to beat up all these robots in order for us to proceed. Ah, yes. Magic School Bus Simulator, right here. Okay.
Oh no! I have no idea which one of these is.
Well, they all seem quite amicable. And I think behind one of these doors, I think it's this wall right here. Yeah, we just have to wait for this wall to recede enough. Because somehow Cheese ended up trapped under this thing and not hanging out with all the other chows. It's just... why? How did you even get here? I mean, I guess it makes sense in the context of the Lost Chow missions from Adventure 2, but it's just like... legitimately, how did he end up down there?
If you want to stay clear of trouble, then stay away from that doctor.
Yeah, I'd say that was clearly smooth. Yes. Chow also makes me imagine if Chows were able to help you in this game. What would the Chows even be able to do? It's like the little babies, which you have to protect and nurture into becoming slightly stronger babies.
Chaos Emerald.
What are you doing here, Shadow?
That's what I'd like to know. I just ended up here in your stupid computer room after breaking through the CIA mainframe. You did what? That was supposed to be my job. I was going to replace it with my egg net. Now you've gone and scuppered my plans, Shadow, giving it over to those black arms.
Clear, or I will crush you. Just as I will those black creatures.
Die now. Oh, you mean... Alright, the the malformed ancient, I gotcha. I get you now. Yeah, I suppose it would have been pretty cool just to see Chaos in this game, even though probably wouldn't have made that much sense. Because, honestly, I have no idea what happened to Chaos at the end of Adventure. Just assumed he went off into the afterlife with Tikal, now that he was finally at peace. I mean, it's obvious that he didn't go back into the Master Emerald, because that would sort of negate the point of just beating him up as Supersonic first. Alright, see you later, Robotnik. Because of the Chow altar, I was thinking that the water... There's no water in that in this whole level, though. Just look at the trees. It's clear there's no water.
Perfect.
And there he is. The real hero of this series, who can somehow survive anything. He is truly immortal, and faster than Sonic nonetheless.
I'm at my limit. I have no choice. Send in the Eggman fleet. Charge!
Trailer shot. And there he is, he's just looking over the intro cinematic, just like, yep, I'ma kill him.
I bet no one expected this baby could.
That's not a baby, that's a rock. Unless you're going to insinuate that rocks are babies.
Over 2,000 years ago. It's magnificent.
2,000 years ago, and then we had to leave because then Jesus fell up, messing up our plans for world domination.
Still don't get the fact, it's like, ah yes, we've been operating on this planet secretly, placing stuff here for over like 2,000 years. Why would they choose now of all times to invade? Like, there was nothing stopping them from doing whatever they were planning to do before they made their double deal with Gerald. They could have just, like, easily invaded, like, medieval times with their organic weapons and then just, had their way with humanity however they wanted. The frame with Shadow and Black Doom and Flying yeah, it is pretty cool until you realize that, all the pictures of the Egg Fleet in the distance are literally just JPEGs.
Who am I? I need to find the answer to that myself.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do this.
Mystical Chaos Emeralds. I have to find them. I snuck into the Doctor's cryptic castle.
Roll credits.
To rescue Cream. There was a showdown between me and one of the Doctor's giant robots. I defeated it and took the fourth Chaos Emerald.
That mother fluffing 4 Chaos Emerald, I found it again.
Doctor, but I can't waste any more time.
Yeah, air battle with Black Doom and Robotnik. Yeah, I agree that Sky Troops is definitely a bit of a highlight level for me. It's just the concept of just you know, massive all-out war between enemy factions with you in the middle. It's just, it's one of those things that's just the concept alone I really love. It really just takes me back to like Halo 2 as well with Gravemind. That level goes on forever and is a nightmare to actually complete on the harder difficulties, but the concept is awesome. Just you constantly battling and weaving your way between enemy factions. I'm done listening to you, Black Doom. Amy managed to somehow convince me to be good, so I'm gonna be good. Hold on, I'm just gonna yeah, I'm just gonna shoot you in your stupid face. I'm gonna blow that look right off your stupid face. There he is. Ho ho, Shadow! No idea what's up with Pirate Robotnik here, but still find it funny nonetheless. Ho ho, Shadow! Ah yes. This gas fills me with evil, just like the butterflies that keep trying to confuse me. I just feel as though out of context, Shadow just has a lot of lines which are unironically just super funny. Like, obviously there's the butterfly line from Black Knight, but I think inhaling this gas fills me with evil is just... It's just a lot more wilder out of context. I mean, obviously it's just an explanation of how the gas works, but just... It fills me with evil. It's like Shadow tries vaping for the first time. I'm filled with evil. I'm filled with it. I just wonder what my robots are up to. Yeah, generally think Donut Gun is probably one of the best weapons in the game as well, just from how big the projectile is. Just look at this. It's like... This is like the only, like, proper equivalent to a shotgun in this game. It's great. In all seriousness, I do wish this game had a shotgun. Like, even something like a Spas, which is like just something like an auto shotgun. Just have something which, you know, slow fire rate but just fires pellets out constantly would be great. Okay. Yeah, also the frame rate kind of tanks here as well. It's just like, this level is super intensive, the game can't handle it properly. Also, it really likes these jumper walkers. I think I'm just gonna call them that. What do you mean? What do you mean that took half my health? Oh, so yeah, not entirely certain as to whether the big guys can even block this, so even better. Nah, I'm gonna go up, Robotnik. There's no reason for us to go down. Whee! Pointless. It may just be me, but I still find the slide in this game to be super satisfying. Ah yes, and the ground is shaking even though it doesn't really make much of a difference in terms of how the level goes. Oh, there was just two right next to each other, neat. Ah, you know what, let's just do this. The world! Whoa! Ah, man. I was just thinking I could actually skip this segment, and I guess not. It is a shame, though. It's like, you can skip, like, the latter half of Space Gadget, but not the flying segments... Not the flying segments in Skytrip. It's like, grinding segment at the end of I keep getting the names mixed up. Space Gadget? Yeah, you can just skip that, no problem. This, though... This is like the big moment of this level. You can't possibly skip it. Yeah, this one should be fairly easy to wrap up. Also, nice coloration on your spaceship, Robotnik. For some reason, I always thought they were supposed to be green. Whatever, we win. And now I'm angry for some reason.
To all who oppose me.
I cannot betray the doctor.
Even though I just did. Yeah, have fun trying to justify this, Shadow. It's like, oh yes, I beat up his massive robot and then just decided for some reason to help him against Black Doom, even though I've been with him this whole time. Yeah, I think before this we're gonna go to the recap. I mean, we've already seen these cutscenes, but I'm gonna go through them again because this is the last Shadow stream, so gonna see if you can get your mileage out of this. Yeah, we're doing Space Gadget again because I like this level more than Lost Impact. Continue.
For what purpose do I exist?
I ask myself the same question every day.
Past lies with seeking out the Chaos Emeralds. I defeated the Doctor's giant robot and took the fourth Chaos Emerald. While aboard the black creature's floating ruins, the Doctor's fleet came to attack. The Doctor, however, asked me to neutralize the ruins' power source, and so I destroyed them. I will not be Black Doom's puppet.
Well, I suppose that's one way of justifying it, Shadow. It's just like, I'm sick of being your puppet. The power of bunnies has shown me the way to the path of good. At least that's how I'm justifying it. It's just like, he's been with Black Doom this whole way, but as soon as he met a bunny, all of a sudden he's like, you know what? I'm gonna be a good guy now.
What's up, Shadow?
Not you again.
Nice to see you too. Looks like those black creatures are headed out to space. We're on our way to the Ark.
Part of me kind of wonders in this game, at what point does Sonic's lines just cross into the territory of aggressive flirtations? Because, I mean, you know how everybody is with the dynamic between these two. Just waiting for them to kiss. Like, just, especially in the third movie, just waiting for them to just kiss. For some reason. The power of bunny is pure. Yeah, exactly. That's the power of bunnies for you.
Space.
Bunny.
This place, so familiar, but why? This is where I... Maria? Died?
Oh yeah, bring it on.
I don't know what it is about Sonic's little chuckle there. He's just so distinctly Jason Griffiths. Like, you don't hear that with Ryan Sonic, you don't hear that with Roger's Sonic Fluff. It's just something which seems wholly distinct to Jason Sonic, which... I don't know, I kind of like those different mannerisms between the various Sonics. I mean, obviously my favorite is still Kanemaru, but... of the English cast.
We once raced each other here. This is just like old times.
I think Jason may be my second or third favorite. Martin Burke obviously being first, and... I don't know, maybe it's just nostalgia talking, but... I do still kind of like Jaleel White Sonic. I mean, obviously it's cheesy as all hell, but... that's sort of the point. Though, looking at some more sort of late-stage Archie comics, imagine reading those with Sonic's voice still being Jaleel's. And good luck trying to take it seriously in the slightest. Alternative take, Shadow says the world should be destroyed. The power... oh, he wouldn't see that from seeing me. It's just, Cream is a lot more endearing than me, to say the least. Insert joke about babysitting. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna go the babysitting route, because I don't think anybody should should be reminded of that in any capacity. Because I did see a video going over it recently, and it's just like, oh, thank you for reminding me of that. I'd rather not have been reminded of that. I think you're supposed to just let go of the control stick here for the most part. Yeah, because for some reason on this slope in particular, you just end up going backwards. Yeah, this level, at least when doing the normal route, is surprisingly short. It's just, I don't know. I kind of feel that in terms of length, some of these levels can be a little bit lopsided. Like, some are insanely long, like 15 minutes minimum, and then you got stuff like this, which is over in, like, 3 or so. 5 maximum. Oh no, you don't, Sonic. Yep, still sitting here waiting. Story of my life, just sitting here waiting. I do kind of like how with the infrastructure, it's like they tried to combine Final Rush and Crazy Gadgets. So I could do the funny thing again here, but you know what, let's see what's behind here. Let's see what's behind these doors first. It's a portal. And yeah, it just leads all the way to the... Oh. It just... Okay, I guess it just shortcut to the end. I thought for a second there it would just lead you straight to the end, but I guess not. Not that you need it with the power of Chaos Control here. Like, the one time where Chaos Control is actually super useful. Objective meter being Sonic's head is an ominous shadow still thinking those dark thoughts. It's like, oh yes, it's time for payback again. For you throwing me off the arc constantly in our final fights. Making me say, this is the ultimate power over and over again. I don't know, for some reason, even though this is always supposed to be slow-mo, for some reason it just makes me think, ah yes, somebody forgot to turn the gravity on in the Ark again. I guess, the Ark was sort of in Bedlam at the time, at the very least, so makes sense. Just constantly Maria is constantly falling in slow motion in these cutscenes, like, especially in the uncut, uncensored version of the opening cutscene, where you get to see Maria fly back after the bullet hits. And no blood, just you see her getting hit.
What is that? Once every 50 years, that black comet
But apparently that was too much for an E10 rating.
Oh, do you think those black creatures are somehow connected?
Even though the insinuation in the final version is the exact same.
Shadow, what's wrong? I think you're right. I feel it.
A disturbance in the Force.
That's where the answers are. I've got to get to that comet.
Alright, now it's time for us to be proper buddy-buddies. We've got old Ogilvy. I'm still gonna call him Ogilvy. You can't stop me. Whoa! What happened there with the coloration? That's a new one. Anyways. Do quite like that little set piece where you just see a lot of the Black Arms bird things just flying around. Just really sort of makes it feel lived in. Which is more than I can say for Kingdom Hearts 2 levels.
There are aliens up on the bridge.
Yeah, no holds barred here if you're just about shooting everything. Chaos Control is sort of the name of the game here. As long as you're not next to one of those switches, because for some reason, whenever you use Chaos Control in this level, it activates one of the switches for the Dark Mission. Ow. Yeah, you really have to be dead on with your accuracy of this thing. Also doesn't do that much damage. Yeah, I'll just take the hammer again. Damn it! Why is this thing so weak? Weak. Oh. The best of the... You really calling these the best of the best? He's just going ham on them. Go, Sonic. You are the... You are still the hero at the end of the day. I'm just here, with my bipolar disorder, just trying to figure myself out, so... Have fun, buddy. I'm gonna be honest, I think Sonic might actually be one of the main reasons why I like this level. He just sort of really adds to the energy of it all, just having it turn into this real sort of wacky wahoo time. Because generally speaking, I think Final Haunt Hero is probably one of my favorite missions in the whole game. Get out of here, Black Doom. I'm sick and tired of listening to ya. Oh yes, and then the hologram there just disappears. I think Sonic there is supposed to say, oh, he's over there in that hall, even though he's big and green and see-through. Yeah, we should definitely go and find him anyways. Because apparently in this game I have one brain cell. Just a big walking catchphrase machine, aren't you? Just... I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I really like Sonic having that sort of Dante energy to him, where he's just having a wacky wahoo time with it all, and just making quips and antagonizing enemies, being a wisecracker. Maybe it's just me, but I feel that a good template for the sort of character I prefer Sonic to be would just be Dante. Specifically DMC3 and DMC5 Dante. You know, the wacky wahoo one. Maybe DMC4 as well, where he's just like the fun uncle. The Funkle. The Uncle Funkle. Still have no idea what those sounds are. Which is funny that me saying that about Sonic is that next week, for the stream I'm planning on at the very least, it's probably going to be very evident as to why this is a talking point, because I already know what game I'm going to be streaming next week. We move on. Oh. Okay, just need to go get the Sook gun again. Yeah, the music here is definitely just still a banger as well. I don't remember the lyrics to that, unfortunately, but I do remember it being quite the earworm. Just generally speaking, I feel this song in particular really just sort of exudes some of my favorite factors about this. Ooh, here we go. Oh, and they have giants carrying alien bazookas now. Interesting. Okay, looks like we're gonna need another Sook gun. Get in here, you. I need to commit the Sook. Sonic, it's the same as all the other walls we needed to use the Sook gun on. I'm sure you would have caught on by now. I don't know, Shad, I'm just going off what the script said. Stop breaking the fourth wall! It's not endearing. It's just annoying. I don't know, the demographics say they're fine. Shut up! I don't know why I tend to view Sonic as being so meta when that's something that I kind of despise about stuff nowadays. I guess it's just more so me clowning on Flynn more often than not. I'm just using a Sonic as a vessel for that for some reason. Even though, it may just be me, but I think just going through all these games again, it really just sort of has really just sort of made me feel, you know what, I really do quite like pre-2010 Sonic. He's just a fun guy. Not sure whether I prefer him over Miles though, but that's just me. Generally, I just have a fondness for Scottish Fox Boy. Here we go again. Probably didn't even need to do it there. Well, I could have just saved it until I was like halfway through or something. Oh well. I think we're nearly there anyways, just... Yeah, I think the laser projectiles also bounce off walls. Yeah, they bounce. Not that it necessarily matters, you're just here for the, Yep. And, yeah, this is where you'd normally fly through on the dark route. Here you're just running through normally, which, you know, is still fine. Alright, let's get out of here.
ultimate power.
Yeah, for some reason, Chaos Control just triggers the switch up. I even have a thing for raising it up.
Is there a shield in the way? Must be linked to a switch somewhere back along the way.
No, the way is open, Sonic, and there he is.
There he is, the real Black Doom.
Yep, just sort of standing there, weirdly giant looking. Yeah, these levels go by quick on the hero routes.
We meet at last, Black Doom. You're the one responsible for all this villainy.
Now that's a big hero score.
Perfect.
You've done well, Shadow. I'm very impressed.
Even though I'm kind of miffed that you're going against my orders.
Yeah, I was gonna go with your orders, but then I met a bunny, and they convinced me not to be evil, so I'm not gonna be evil anymore. That's kind of a weird reason now when I think about it, Shadow. It works for me, Sonic, so shut up.
We are perfect.
I don't know, I've been crushing you left and right this whole playthrough.
Any real chance of defeating us?
I'm fairly certain it's just you, dude. You're like a hive mind.
It's you who should be scared, Black Doom. I made a promise to Maria to save
Yeah, what exactly is, like, the whole makeup of the Black Arms anyway? I know they have larvae, but are they actually a hive mind? Do they have, like, independent thought, or do they just follow Black Doom to the letter?
In the universe.
Alright, so I'm... Yeah, I feel as though Hero Route really is just ending on a high here. This is, like, arguably my favorite, ending. It's like, Hero Routes in general is just one of my favorite routes, barring Lost Impact. Were it not for Lost Impact, then this would be great, so... Generally speaking, I'd prefer to just do Space Gadget anyway, which, you know, Space Gadget. I like it. And we get to hear more Sonic, which is obvious, which, in my book, in this game, is a plus. You know, it's kind of weird that me to say that one of my favorite aspects about the Shadow game is Sonic, but that's how it is. Oh, inferiority as a life form. You're like saying how good I was at everything back when I was on your side, man. What did you were you hovering these forts the whole time? Am I just a life form to you and not a valuable asset and agent? This is what you get for treating your friends as things.
Maria loved this planet. I will not let you destroy it.
Yep, and all of a sudden it's all about Maria.
Perfect.
Yeah. Again, Black Doom is my favorite boss fight, and it really just goes to show just how, I guess, a mixed bag this game is, because it definitely has a lot of highs with boss fights, like, basically just the whole route I just went through, I feel is just like a considerable high in this game. And then you have stuff like Diablon and Doom and Lost Impact, Mad Matrix, just... This game has a lot of crushing lows. And pretty good highs. It's one of those games where it's like you can see the good stuff in it, and the fact that it has all this bad stuff in it is just frustrating. Yes, the canonical ending, rather, where Shadow remembers that he actually is a good guy. And there we go. I think we've already gone through this again. Any thoughts? Yeah, just... I think most people, just on a basis of seeing how Shadow is in Adventure 2 and whatnot, feel this really is just probably like the only realistic canonical ending. If that makes any sense. You know, considering that Shadow is ultimately, end of the day, a good guy. It just did what made sense on a more canonical level, and just sort of made it fit to arguably the best ending. I mean, I suppose if this was to be a more canonical ending, I'd probably just go with semi-dark at the end, but I think all things considered, this is the best ending. Those semi-hero routes feel closer to Shadow. That's, yeah, I do kind of get that, along with, obviously, actually putting an end to the whole sort of story arc with Gun Commander Oliver Garden. Because it's like, it's set up right at the end of Westopolis, and unless you go through into, like, either pure dark or semi-hero, that's never actually resolved. Heck, it's not even resolved all that much in the pure dark route, because you just hear him say all this stuff about the arc, and it's like, okay, what is he saying about this? It's like, we were there, we saw all those people being gunned down by the gun soldiers, turning the space colony into Space Columbine, so what am I supposed to take from that, aside from just gaslighting? Yeah, I think it's just me, but honestly I do definitely prefer the heroic endings to this game in general. I think I sort of made that perfectly clear with, like, the last stream as well, where even though I went through the Doom, did hero mode, I ended up on Cosmic Fall anyway, and feel that it still made fair bits of emotional impact. Favorite route is semi-hero, hero ending, something about seeing Shadow Yeah, it is definitely just a sort of brooding ending, so I can definitely see why people have a soft spot for it. I should probably make a tier list at some point of all the endings, so obviously, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna make a tier list after this. Once we're done with this, once we're done with the last story, which is what we're going on to next, I'm gonna make a tier list of all 10 endings. See where they lie, because it's obvious that everybody likes tier lists, so we may as well just throw one at the end, because why not? Maybe I should do more tier lists, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Just to sort of spice things up a little, because everybody likes a tier list. And that's the last... No, I don't think this is the last time we're seeing those credits, because obviously, last story. We've done all the endings, so which was that one which I just did? I think I know which one it is. Ah yes, The Miracle of Love. That was the one I just did, and... yeah, from here, honestly, you could potentially just go Prison Island and then Chaotix. I feel, really, after you do Digital Circuit, you could basically just go anywhere you wanted and still end up on a hero route, potentially. Just, you know, don't go to Central City. We don't like Central City. Vainglory or abandonment. The ultimate power. Okay. Well, all the English show is saying it should have never been created, really, just... yeah. I suppose that does explain a lot about you, doesn't it, BC? Anyways, last story. Let's do this. We've definitely made good time, though. All things considered. Oh yes, still in Westopolis, because apparently no one's bothered to clean up. Oh hey, remember that newspaper we've been constantly seeing from the start of the game? There it is, looking not black at all, but instead red.
Finally.
Ah yes, and Shadow's just here on the Black Comet. No idea how he got here, he's just here.
I can uncover the truth about my past.
Could either be either one of the semi-dark or pure hero routes.
Ritual can now commence as planned. Give me the chaos.
I mean, I just beat you into a pulp, Black Doom. There's no way I'd do it.
Huh? Shadow, give me the Chaos Emeralds.
Screw you, I can do this myself.
Emeralds to Black Doom,
I wasn't going to, man. I mean, yeah, I kinda got that. I mean, they're blatantly evil.
to save the humans from their own demise.
By eating them.
Salvation.
The hell do you mean by that?
Thirst for power.
Or War, discrimination, hatred. Don't you? That's what you've done with your free will. Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircuts.
We're here to save them from themselves without perfect order, allowing them to
Yeah, for some reason, Amy's just here as well. Just like, realistically, the only one who should logically be here are Sonic and maybe Knuckles. You know, the ones who are strong enough to be in highly hostile alien combat. Hey, I was using those, you're stealing them.
I don't care. This means nothing to me. You mean nothing to me. I hate you. I hate you. This is my big fluffing thing.
My throat. Sure hope no one was in there at one of those buildings. It's conflicting. Ah, so you're the sort who prefers seinen over shonen. I gotcha. Gotcha.
What was that? What just happened?
Those black creatures just warped the comet down to the surface.
Sonic, how do you know that?
No, that's impossible.
That's why you needed the Chaos Emeralds.
Now they're little more than paperweights to me.
the comet's velocity isn't powerful enough to pass through another planet.
Ah, so it doesn't break up on re-entry.
Provide the space-time control powers of chaos control.
So what? You can use Chaos Control without an emerald?
Power. It's the perfect plan. That's why I needed the professor.
Oh, so they can only send out, like, little strike parties down to the surface. Though even then, they could have just had, like, those little sort of strike squadrons just run around and nick the Chaos Emeralds for them. It's like they didn't necessarily need Shadow for this plan.
Life force.
In all the 2,000 years that they're coming to this planet.
So we made a deal. I helped him, and he promised to deliver me the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Yep.
That's how you were created, Shadow. You would help us do
I am your father.
Me? I can't believe it.
That can't be! He betrayed his own people for research? For Black Doom?
I mean, it certainly sounds like something you do, Robotnik.
Here doing nothing.
Yeah, let's do this. I'll crush that cosmic rock ball.
So you were saying about standing here and doing nothing.
What's wrong?
Yep.
A special weapon. This gas. Once
Ah yes, they borrowed the deadly neurotoxin from Aperture Science.
in a moment, total paralysis will hit your nervous system. The end is near now.
All characters are conflicting, depressed, or heavily ambitious in sway of villains or anti-heroes.
My dear offspring.
Just a little bit of... Yeah, I do sort of get that, just having that sort of vices, making a character more relatable. Yep, and that's the entire Sonic cast getting eaten by alien larvae. Even though they're just sort of bobbing up and down in place.
Did I
Gave you
die?
Shadow. That's why you were created.
Please help me, Shadow.
You're complicated. No, just so I'm not going to be paralyzed anymore. God, that's satisfying.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog. I've left the past behind me.
Until Shadow Generations, where I have to go for this whole arc all over again.
You Black Doom.
I gave you life, and this is how you repay me.
You left to get cigarettes for 50 years.
Any of it all is I gave you life. Now, I'll take it back.
That's no way to talk to your son. I'm calling Child Protective Services. Get back here.
Shadow!
I'm gonna beat you up first with your own belt. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people commenting on how Black Doom could potentially be considered like an abusive dad to Shadow, considering, you know, basically what I just said about him just leaving for 50 years and then just coming back and just just so that he can profit off of his confused offspring, basically. Also, yeah, Shadow just left all the rest of the Sonic cats to get eaten. It's like, hey Shadow, you c- I don't run. I am fearless. Marketing slogan. So yeah, the main whole gimmick about The Last Way is basically there are some parts of a level which are blocked off, which you actively need chaos control to progress. It's like, you have this one mechanic which you've been saddled with the whole game, which kind of messed you up more than not. Now it comes in clutch. See you later. Whee!
Just hold down the B button.
I don't care about worms, I'm here to save the day. I gotta go and shoot my dad. It's kind of unhinged out of context now to really think about it. And yeah, obviously, this is where the whole morality system goes straight out the window, because obviously Shadow's a hero.
Go through the red stream, and then right out into a grind.
Again, Sonic has time to, tutorialize this to Shadow, just as he's being eaten by worms. Again, Shadow, you just kind of left us to go and fight Black Doom. You didn't want to go and get those larvae off us as well, buddy? I think Tails has just lost his leg. Yep. Yeah, Larvae's just walking off and eating his leg. Shadow, please, can you come back and save us until there's nothing left for us to save. Amy, please. I think there was like a, animated Shadow parody series back in the day, which touched on that same thing right at the end. It's just like, ah yes, Shadow just leaves all the other cast to just get eaten by larvae. It's kind of funny when you think about it like that. It's like, I think this is another yeah, I think as well with the checkpoints. There's no reason for you to go back at all. It's just straight linear path straight to the end. This is The Last Way. Kind of a anticlimactic, sort of anticlimactic name for a level like this, but I don't think you can necessarily top Final Haunt, so don't worry about it too much. Also, this place is a lot more red. Really just feels as though they combined Final Haunt layout with, yeah, they combined Final Haunt's layout with the palette from Black Comet. That's a lot of worms. Oh, so yeah, the gold one is just like bulletproof, it seems like. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can find another weapon. Ow. Yep, it's nothing but worms here. It's Worms 3D. Wasting my time. There we go. Yep, just casually skip through the set piece, and I was about to say it feels like we're near the end, but I guess not. Yeah, I may as well just blow all you up so I have extra chaos control in the tank. Yeah, this bazooka here, this black barrel, I think it's called, doesn't necessarily do all that good damage, noticing. Yeah, this really feels like they just copied the layout for Final Haunt. It's kind of a shame as well, because I know, something about this entire last story so far really sort of feels kind of rushed. Which, I mean, it's a Sonic game, so not much surprise there, but it's something I can't necessarily help but notice. Also, I don't think I necessarily have to worry about rank here. It's just a matter of get to the end of the level, just like a classic game.
I can use that for a burst of speed. Maybe I can use my homing attack to bounce off those flying creatures.
No!
Damn, not here.
I was gypped. The game lied to me. I thought I could homing attack over and I couldn't. Damn you, game. Trying to trip me up at the last moment because I'm not the most used to this level. Damn you. Again, though, this really just feels like the same layout as Final Haunt. Maybe it's just similar level assets and level... like little bits, but... that's just generally the sense that really comes across to me. Just...
I can use that for a burst of speed.
You know what?
Maybe I can use my homing attack to bounce off those flying creatures.
I did the same thing again! I mean, at least I have a fair few lives, so... I think I just have to take... And at the very least, the time resets as well, so that's good. Get over here.
Use a series of homing attacks from a light deck. Extra careful of your timing.
What a finale, eh? Me constantly falling at the same parts. It's definitely a good thing that I decided not to do expert mode, which I do definitely want to do at some point, because from what I've heard at the very least, it's sort of like the best version, the best way to play this game, and I've never really gone through it fully. Which is kind of a shame, because I've heard it's good.
I can use my homing attack to bounce off those flying creatures.
There we go, and checkpoint. Oh, this looks like it's going to be just... okay, that wasn't so bad. Think I just need to Chaos Control in order to get out of this. Yep, just, shooting the same enemy. Casual spawn killing right here. I'm out of here. I think we're near the end of the very least. This feels like it's near the end. Still 3 minutes to go. And I'm out of ammo again. They really like throwing these giants at me. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Oh, feels like we're close to the end now. You have now entered my brain.
I found him.
Okay, now we get to, arguably the good parts. I got no words for you. What kind of performance was that? You literally said the same thing like 5 minutes ago, man. Do you not have anything else to say?
Do you? The future we offer is the only option for the...
Yeah, maybe in your view, I think they disagree.
Heard enough. You're boring me to death, Black Doom. You're going down.
And by that I mean I'm gonna shove your foot down your free eye holes.
For a little hedgehog. I thought you were different from the rest, but maybe not.
Well, of course not. I'm a Sonic hero.
You think the same blood runs through our veins?
I mean, I sort of got that when you said you were my dad. Psychic attack!
Who are you?
I am your father. I already told you this.
Created from my blood.
What?
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Part of me. Do you
This is why my blood control works on you now, isn't it cool? I'm like a cigarette or something.
not escape me? Nor can you escape your past.
Damn you! No! It's not true!
It's impossible!
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Meanwhile, we finally get to see what the Chaotix have been up to this whole time.
Are you in yet?
Quiet!
We found the computer room.
Espio, we need you to focus, because if we don't hurry, all the data we recovered will be lost.
Easier said than done. Who signed me up for this anyway?
That's it. I'll do it.
Max, no.
Get back here, you idiot!
Ah, yes. The best way, if this game has shown me anything, is that brute force works 90% of the time, every time. Oh, look, it's Professor Gerald, seeming a lot less ghastly than he did at the end of Adventure 2.
Shadow, my son.
Yes, it's me, your other dad.
If you're listening
I'm here to tell you that you have my permission to put your foot between his eye sockets.
know the truth. The government plans to shut down this research facility.
Guess what, Black Doom, you've been punked.
The government plans to
Also, this is broadcasting all over the world again, I guess, because that happened in Adventure 2 as well, I guess. I have no idea how this thing works.
mistake, Shadow.
I just had Shadow set it up for me in Adventure 2.
Making contact.
Why do I sound like Doc Emmett Brown? Marty, we gotta go back.
Listen very carefully.
Where we're going, we won't need roads, Maria.
In 50 years, the Black Comet will return.
Yep, they're still being eaten.
To harness its powers to destroy this planet. The only way to stop them was to develop a way to
Yeah,
use
Shadow,
the very
not gonna
power
lie,
they
kind of a dick
intended to
move.
use against them.
That's it! It's brilliant!
He literally punked them. I'm so impressed. Maybe I should do that more often.
It's up to you, and only you can
I mean, there's the other ultimate life form, the blue one, I guess, but he's not important to this story, unlike you. You're the one whose name is on the box art, Shadow. You have to be the one to save the day, I guess, because mandates or whatever. I need a drink.
This planet depends on you.
Don't worry, Grandfather. Shadow and I will protect this planet. Right, Shadow?
Aww.
Gerald, you fool.
That's right, I punked you! Who's the fool now? Free Eyes? You don't even have a forehead! It's like between us, I'm the one who's making up for your lack of a forehead. Because I know a lot of people say that I have like a 6 head or something.
Control over me, Black Doom. I now understand why I am here. I made a
One of life's great mysteries, I've solved it.
past behind me.
Until Shadow Generations once again. Yeah, not gonna lie, the fact that they just reiterated this whole plot point for the most part of Shadow having to put his past behind him in Shadgen. To me, at the very least, it sort of diminishes what this game set to accomplish, because it's obvious that what was accomplished here didn't exactly stick. Whatever though, we actually get a Super Shadow boss fight this time around, unlike in Shadgen, because we had to show off his kooky wings, because apparently Izuku is allergic to seeing Shadow as a Super Saiyan. Let me ask you, does an alien overlord like yourself ever experience fear? What the fluff happened to you, buddy? See, I remember this particular boss fight being kind of annoying, but I'm fairly certain it is kind of impossible for you to die. You just basically have to shoot his eye out, because he downgraded from 3 eyes to 1. The eyes were just holding him back, apparently. Hold up, I need to get rings real quick. Yeah, honestly, this kind of feels like one of them. I almost want to say I kind of prefer this to Metal Overlord, because there you're mostly just waiting to be able to use your Team Blast. Here you actually get to attack the boss and have a meaningful impact. Also, his main head here just reminds me of a cat.
Meow meow, mother fluffer. I want chicken, I want liver. Meow mix, please deliver.
Quit throwing cars at me, man. Damn it! Yeah, it doesn't help. You know what? I'm just gonna shoot you in the face. Yeah, as far as I'm aware as well, Chaos Control is kind of useless here, because you can only necessarily hit him once. It's like Chaos Blast is a lot more useful here because you actually deal damage. Maybe it's just me. Chaos Control just, for me, just seems kind of useless to have as opposed to Chaos Blast. And of course you can get Chaos Blast here just by blowing up all the buildings. Yeah, apparently somehow despite being immobilized and being half-eaten by larvae, somehow they managed to escape the Black Comet. No idea how. Also, not entirely certain as to whether or not we're gonna get that whole little dialogue with Robotnik here, just being like, Shadow, you never were an android after all! I was just trolling you this whole time for some reason, because I guess I just wanted you on side again, just like in Adventure 2, even though you never really were on my side. Yeah, you have to wait like 10 minutes or something stupid in order to get that in this particular boss fight. That whole android plot line to be resolved from Heroes. I don't know, I'm at a pretty decent range at all. Good to gold design and double. Yeah. I still think I definitely prefer this over Neo Devil Doom, though. It is funny that somehow he just ended up being... What even is this, actually? Did he just, like, put himself on top of the Black Comet? Is like that ball thing that's his main body is attached to just the... Is that just the ball thing he's on just the Black Comet? I never really thought about that, to be honest. I just had no idea what that was. Also, I don't think you have to worry about ranks here as well. It's just beat him. That's all you need to worry about, beating him. It's just like in the classics, except you don't need to worry about points. Yes. Now you're gonna start getting serious now. Also, I don't think you necessarily have to worry about rings here either, because there's just all these balloons all over the place we can just easily shoot in order to replenish your rings. Look at that! Already back up to like 90. There we go, got Chaos Blast, meaning I get to actually... Prick! I was gonna say, you can actually use the Chaos Blast to damage him, but I guess he's just... Let me try that again. Frick. Alright, I guess all the chaos powers aside from Spear are kind of useless in this fight. Who knew? Who knew that you wouldn't be able to use the sort of key features in the final battle? I know, I'm doing a fairly decent job shredding your wings. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of hearing that same old mentality that humans are scum and should all die. It's like, even I had that mindset once upon a time, and I didn't even need bunnies to convince me that that wasn't true. Well, at least I appreciate that he's still trying to reason with Shadow, even though he's just poking him in the eye constantly.
Just like, please, Shadow, we can still work this out. I'll make up for the 50 birthdays I missed.
You can tell my voice is going. Also, kind of running low on rings here, just noticed. You want to do something about that game? Yes, we're still dying again, Shadow. We're about to be eaten again. Oh, yep, they can't move again. Also, I'm about to die because I'm running low on rings. Come on, last hit, come on, can we make it before we run out? Can we make it before we run? Yes! Actual tension in this boss fight. Okay, bye, I guess. And somehow he survives this. To reappear in Shadgen.
This is the end of you.
Figure that one out.
To my cursed past.
Now stay where you belong. In my memories.
I will never be a memory.
One thing left to do.
Now draw her buying Wonderloaf.
Put the past behind me. Chaos control.
Yeah, that whole Super Shadow image has just been made into a meme, and I do kind of feel bad for it, because this cutscene still is pretty cool. Though I can't help but imagine Shadow just turns on the Eclipse cannon to shoot the Black Comet, and it just starts playing Gerald's message again. I plan to give you a taste of my revenge. Damn it! Damn it all! Gerald screwed himself over with his plan. I mean, you could argue that Shadow set it up to be basically a big Chaos Energy bomb anyway, so he knows how to work it properly, but... Ah well. Also, fun fact there, in the Japanese version of this cutscene, Amy just straight up says that Shadow's immortal. Honestly, I think this version of the it works better in English, to be perfectly honest, but... it's an interesting little tidbit. Also... arguably my favorite cutscene in the game coming up right here. After this. They're all just static in their chairs, I just realized. They're just sitting there just like statues doing the YMCA.
We were all wrong about the professor. Let us pay homage to Professor Gerald. Let's work to ensure peace and prosperity for a
Except not really, because this is the last game we'll ever appear in together.
Mr. President.
Anyways, my favorite little cutscene here. In the whole game. Adios, Shadow the Hedgehog. It's just so simple, but with the music as well, it's just so poignant. But obviously, if they kind of messed up there with the dub, where he's supposed to say sayonara. It would have been better if he said sayonara just to bring it all full circle, but... there's also, this little track here, just... such a melancholic way to end things out on. It's just bittersweet. Which I suppose is kind of fitting for Shadow, because where does he go from here? Aside from just basically becoming the Sonic version of Vegeta, which we already have Jet and Mel Sonic for that. It's kind of sad, really. And then, of course, it breaks out into Never Turn Back, yeah. I don't know, just something about that last cutscene, with Shadow just sat on the Ark all by his lonesome. Just... I don't know, something about that particular scene just always gets me every time. Congrats on beating... Yep, and that's the end. And we get to see the same Blur cutscenes we've seen before, except with new music. Never Turn Back, which, unfortunately, given Shadow Generations, Shadow actually did turn back, because it's like, we kind of screwed up his character. Quick, turn back now, please. Please. We need to fix. And, honestly, after Shadow Gen, if they sort of still stick on this sort of trajectory with Shadow supposedly putting the past behind him, and with actually being able to probably say goodbye to Maria this time, I do kind of can't help but wonder, what exactly does the future lie in store? Like, what stories are they going to be able to tell with Shadow? Because it's like his main character plot thing is all but over, and I know that it has been done in the past, with 06 obviously, with his feud with Mephiles being the best part of that game. I'm not sure that I can necessarily expect that sort of writing from Flynn, though, because it's obviously like, oh, we got to add in all these old references because people like the references, and we're just like, if the next game is going to be a proper Shadow game, I'd appreciate it if we got new concepts, new story elements, just new stuff to take for Shadow to explore and go in a new direction. Maybe just stuff that builds off his past, maybe something which builds on a different aspect of his character, like why he's a hedgehog. Like, I don't know, you could probably make something out of that. Just nice little plot revelation, maybe insinuating that he and Sonic have more in common than just looks and abilities. Like, there is a deeper connection there, which isn't romantic in the slightest. Because you know what the fans are like, they just want to see him kissed. Not Sonic and Amy, Sonic and Shadow. I don't really get it either, but that's just how the internet is. I know, hey, we actually get new blur cutscenes along this as well, so we can properly see... So we can just say these are the definitive credits. Like, look, we even include the blur cutscenes to the last story as well, so these have to be the definitive ones, with all the actual credits in them. But yeah, final thoughts on this game. It's messy in how it's structured, but I can still find enjoyment in it nonetheless. Just as long as you aren't paying too much attention to the story. Now go get all... No, I'm not... That's not going to be on this stream, unfortunately. This is going to be the last part until I move on to the next game, which, I may as well say it right now, the next game, considering it's 15 years old this year, I'm going to be streaming Colors next, on the Wii. Which should be an interesting little mix-up, just tonally especially, just like going from this with all its dark and dreary undertones to, again, the moon should be broken here, to just how juvenile Cause was. Is it as bad as I remember? Is it as good as I remember? It's going to be interesting to look and see. But yeah, I think before we wrap up, though, just going to exit out to main menu, because I'm going to have to set up a thing now, just to wrap this up, just as a little funny final thoughts thing. So let me go and set it up. I'm gonna have to find a good template first. Okay, I think I found a good template. Let me just do this. Here we go, tier list of all the endings. Let's go through it real quick. So, Shadow upholds his promise and defeats Black Doom. Gonna put that here. Obviously, that's true hero. Shadow and Omega take over Robotnik's Robot Empire. That's true neutral hero. I'm just gonna throw that in B real quick, just real quick, just as a sort of template. No one can tell me what... Yeah, that's just a nothing ending. That's going down in there. Shadow becomes ruler of the universe by himself. Just this one, to me, just feels like it comes out of nowhere. I mean, you could say that as well to Strongest Hedgehog, but this one I'm gonna put in C tier. Strongest Hedgehog. I kind of want to put that in B tier for the moment, just because of the absurdity of it. It's just, I can't help but find it funny. Shadow Android admits he's a copy that vows to surpass the original. Honestly, I do think I prefer this to, this is Neutral Dark. True Neutral Dark. I kind of prefer this to True Neutral Hero, honestly. Gonna put that there for the time being. Shadow becomes the protector of the Ark. Honestly, I do kind of like this one just because of how melancholy it is. I'm just gonna put that there for the time being. Brings order suggested by humanity by destroying the Earth. That's basically just pure dark. I mean, I guess it is mostly just him upholding Gerald's promise, which, again, I'm gonna put that down here, because honestly, I do kind of wish that Gerald's, like, wish to exterminate humanity was expanded upon a little bit more. Choose to serve Black Doom and conquer Earth. I mean, that's basically just this again, but with a little bit of extra becoming the Sith Lord. I'm gonna put that down here. True ending. I'm gonna save that for last. Obviously, we have a semi-hero. Caused so much destruction, I should never have been born, Dad. Yeah, I'm gonna put that here. Just, it's one I know a lot of people resonate with a lot, and I do kind of like it as well. True ending. Do find the last cutscene to be super poignant, but honestly, just the lack of cohesion to the rest of the game kind of brings it down for me, so I'm gonna put that here. You know what? I do kind of prefer this to... I'm gonna put that here. I'm gonna put that here, and... What do we think? What do we think? Are there any thoughts on Materialist so far? Because right now this feels, right now I'm feeling pretty confident of this for the time being. What do we think? What do we think? I think we can already see a sort of bias here, leaning more towards the heroic endings, because Shadow is a hero after all. A little bit awkward, honestly. Just, you know what? I'm gonna end it here. Next week, we're gonna be doing Sonic Colors. Gonna see how that goes. Probably gonna be like 1 or 2 streams. Gonna be interesting. Going along with what the Rabbit says. Fantastic. Right. Well, I'll still keep this whole tier list thing as sort of a back pocket thing, because I know that some people like these things, but that's gonna be my tier list so far. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time with Sonic Colors. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.